Hello everybody and welcome back to Pyre. Last time we ended up finding Wolfred Sandalwood, the client, to which our friend Tarek has been working for the last little while, and apparently a good friend of Tizo's. Now, he was supposed to be the reader, but it seems as if the rest of the group, specifically Hedwyn and Ruki and Jodariel, are... I mean, they're not against the idea, but they kind of like me as the reader. So, we stuck around. And it seems like it's working. Wolfred is still impressed. It is allowing us to continue along with him. So, as much as that bothers me that he's constantly on my back, I mean, we'll have to manage, won't we? He's a big tree person, and I guess he has a lot more clout around these parts. I mean, it is his house car that we're in, to be fair. At dawn, Wolfred is already up. He reveals to you a pathway through the woods, into the cold lands to the north, beyond which lies your next destination. A final rite. So, we need to go to the Sklorian shore. I've never explored this region before, let's go. Now, mind you, that last rite was a little weird and frustrating, namely just because of the constantly encroaching, like, thorn vines and all this other stuff. I never want to see it again if I can manage it, so, you know, hopefully we don't have to anytime soon. You get clear of the woods at last, and arrive in lands grown cold in the shadow of Mount Elodial. You will have to make it all the way to the top. So Mount Elodial is the sacred mountain on whose summit the rites were first conceived. Whether it's the summit of the downside's closest point to the Commonwealth or the farthest, none can say. In a moment of respite, Wolfred calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to the rites and to the plan to which he alluded. You banded together with a common faith that freedom from the downside is not impossible, am I correct? But let me ask you something. What does freedom even mean to you? He looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject, and only know the truth of how you feel. So what does freedom mean to us? Let's see. Doing what you want means being able to make decisions on your own terms. It means having a clear conscience and a carefree heart. It means answering to no one's will other than your own. It means being able to go where your heart yearns without restrictions, without fear. It means not having one's strongest feelings and emotions repressed or rebuffed. It means living life without concern for others' judgment or approval. Or is that it's just another empty goal to chase, giving one's life a false sense of meaning, or we can remain silent. Freedom means not being forced into responding to such questions. That's a pretty meta answer, all things considered. But I suppose out of all of these ones, to me, if I'm going to be honest about it, living without fear is probably the most freeing, or the most free feeling that there is out of all of these. Having no responsibilities is not true freedom. Responsibilities are necessary, I suppose. A responsibility to, for instance, giving other people freedom is a pretty important responsibility. Hence, masters, I suppose. And going where you please is a personal freedom, but it's not, it's honestly, I do truly believe that living without fear is probably the most free sense there is. You tell Wolfred that freedom means living without fear, not to being subject to persecution or retaliation for one's thoughts and choices. He considers your remarks for a short while. Good answer, my boy. I happen to agree. Fear takes hold in freedom's wake. But fear is a natural impulse, is it not? A common feeling we all share from time to time. A deeply rooted impulse there to aid our judgment and spur us on to acts of courage. If not for fear, I doubt we could accomplish very much in life. And, just now, we stand upon the brink of accomplishing something vital. He then turns his attention to the whole group. Now let me tell you all what freedom means to me. Freedom means to live without fear, just as your readers stated. To be able to indulge one's curiosities and passions, at least the ones that cause no harm to others, without the constant threat of judgment and reprisal. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know, or whom you love, or what you choose to think or not think. He looks out towards the distant mountains. Within the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more. And you will be exalted there, given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here. But you would not truly be free, I think. At the least, you would become complicit to an ancient system that would deign to cast down others such as you. It is a system whose well-intentioned founding principles have long been lost, and the 8 scribes, if they are out there still, have made quite clear that they shall not intervene firsthand. That is where you come in. He turns to you and everyone again, looking to each of you. Long have I wished to gather such a group, that together you might see that seeking freedom only for yourselves is too modest of a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan, then, is this. We free each other from the downside through the rights. Then we meet up on the other side. We organize. Each new moon at dusk, we join together at the Spiral Sanctum. We need as many of us there as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest. The Spiral Sanctum is the burned-down remains of the old capital of the Commonwealth. The remains stand as a warning to those who would seek to spread forbidden knowledge. Oh, it's one of those kinds of places. Okay. It's like leaving a burned-down library in the middle of, you know, imminently happening World War II era Germany. That's kind of disgusting, honestly. You're plotting a revolt? Just so. I am asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, is not one of them. The reader myself. You know by now that we can see through it. But you need not be part of this, nor is it in my interests to coerce you. You may go on your own way if you wish. Live out your remaining days here like so many others. So, if anyone among you prefers that, you cannot see yourself continuing to strive together in the Commonwealth as you are doing here, then speak now. Wolfred pauses for a time, examining each member of the group. No one stirs. Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, others not. But all of you are bound together through the rights, and are integral to our plan. Remember that. You seek true freedom? You will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth, but together you can bring it about, both for yourselves and others. That is my promise. Then he lets out a long breath. That's it. I ask you all to think on this, and let's reconvene along our journey to the summit. Wolfred turns towards the mountains, leaving you to consider what he said and plot the wagon's northward path. Well, there's only one place to go. Now, on a certain level, everything he just said, I am pretty much in agreement with, as far as freedom is concerned. If you're interested in reading about that kind of ethics and how that all works, there's actually a book you might be interested in reading if you're in for like denser texts called The Ethics of Ambiguity. It's by an author called Simone de Beauvoir, and she was closely working with Jean-Paul Sartre at the time. But if you're looking for a philosophy book that is pretty concerned about freedom and how that relates to how one should act in the world, that's a pretty good way of doing it, and I really feel like Pyre kind of nailed that one on the head just now. Beyond lies Mount Lodial. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our spirits and our strength to make the ascent. Alright, so, we've got somebody in here who wants to speak. Hey, Wolfred, what's up? There you are, my boy. There is something which I wanted to discuss with you in private. Wolfred stares at you rather intently, as if reaching out to you. And then... You do know what it means to be a reader. Those such as we are not limited to reading pages from a book. Though your ability, I sense, is nascent still. Mere flashes, uncontrollable. I see as well now that they haven't told you yet. Your friends. And that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. Oh, come on! Are you serious? No, I'm kind of acting up a little bit there. But, wow, that's kind of garbage. I had wondered why you would insist on pressing forward with this group in light of this. The answer then was plain. You simply did not know or fully realize. They did not deceive you, by the way. There is no reason they would know themselves, other than Tarek, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Okay, so I don't get to feel mad at anybody, though, so that's pretty good. I approve. I like feeling on happy terms with everybody else. Rather, I had expected, when at first we met, that you already knew the truth of this, from having read the passage in the Book of Rights, which states it plain. Only those who shall conduct the rights firsthand shall walk the path towards enlightenment, and become eligible to regain their freedom. Perhaps you have not gotten to that part just yet. Volfred breaks free from you and looks at you again. Then he speaks to you as normal. It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites. Are you calling me fat and out of shape? You might be right, but I kind of hate that you have to point it out right now, okay? I'm a little bit sensitive about that. And this group values you as a reader. I wish only to ensure you understand what you are getting into here. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, I do not think the rites can help you to return, if that is what you had in mind. So, once again, I invite you to depart, and I will see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome. But this journey we are on, it has no guarantees. Not for you, nor any one of us. Do you understand? Look, I understand 100%. And it's not that I don't care. I do care. It's a little bit disappointing. My feelings say otherwise. And you know what? I understand. There is more at stake. And you never know, perhaps there is a way. Where there's a will, there is a way. You understand the words of warning, yet, just the same, you choose to carry on. There is more that you wish to achieve on this journey than freedom for yourself. I admire that, my boy. Then, very well. Know that we have much at stake here, in this, anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back into that commonwealth, that which cast us down here to begin with. It sounds like you intend to stick around. Then we'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the sacred mountain in the coming days. Until then. He strides out of the wagon then, leaving you with your thoughts. Huh. Well, while we're waiting. Hey, Sandra, how's it going, baby? I suggest that we request the scribe trial, but I also want to ask what's on her mind. I always do. How very kind of you to visit me again like this, oh lovely reader. For I was just standing about in the blackness of this void, thinking it would be most pleasant if something were to happen for a change. There was a long period of time that this incarceration of mine failed utterly to do anything but bring me peace of mind. Not much of a punishment. I invite you to imagine an upbringing among the Sisters of the Arch, living on the outskirts of civilization, your days all full of training which could kill you or just cripple you for life. So the Sisters of the Arch, an ancient band of killers trained almost from birth to carry out their missions without fail. All the Sisters needed was a name and a sum total of 500 soul up front. Okay, so she trained with them. Interesting. How do you suppose I lost my sight? Through glorious battle with the scribes, or in a careless sparring session with my master? But I've not forgotten enough just yet. In any case, at first I welcomed the prospect of not having to struggle every moment to survive. But in less than 2 centuries, why, I started to grow terribly bored. It did not help at all that the Nightwings of the early days were the stodgiest lot you could imagine, obsessed with obeying the book as strictly as they could. Some of them started to remind me of myself, I think, when I was young. Such idiots, the lot of them. Ah, but what am I saying, lovely reader? I shall not bore you with such matters. I would have bored myself to death back then, if only I could die. Like so many other things, I think mortality is something oft taken for granted, until it is taken away. So, given your mortality, let's say that we get back to business here. That's a little nihilistic, but I gotta admit, that's a lot of good points you got there. Let's request a scribe trial here for Tizo. Oh, good. Just as I was beginning to feel more bored than even the usual. Hey, Tizo. So, Tizo does not need this for his scribe trial. I don't even think we can get money with it. I think it would be worth being a little bit quicker for us here today. What talents do we have again? Let's see. I flutter faster. I explode. When I explode, I come back faster. That's all very good. You know what? More presence. Definitely more presence is better, I think. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Tizo. I dare think I remember something of that imp. He certainly stood out from all of his ilk, although that really is not saying much. Well, let us bring him forth. Tizo soon appears in heat of the summons. Krikari, what do you have to say about that? Seems to be prepared for whatever lies ahead. Lovely. Let's go. So if I remember correctly, Tizo's should have been fairly easy the first time that I played it. I am interested to see if that ends up being still the case. So we got a full-on Pyre. We got one Tizo. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, imp. You answer to me here. Kriak. And Tizo indicates his understanding and is prepared to begin Sandra's trial. You know the formalities, of course. Show me, then, what you have learned thus far about the rites. Here in this trial, it shall be you, just you, my Beyonders, and your lovely reader. Let us now see how you fare. Alright, 3 humans. So we're gonna have to learn to be fairly defensively aggressive, if I'm being honest. Or just do that. Just float over that, and then zip, 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 zip. Oh, I messed up. I did not mess up. I got it. Never mind, we're good. Okay, that was easy enough. Now to do that again. Just gotta bomb at the right times, that's all. No, get destroyed. Oh no, I got destroyed. I'm out for another 3 seconds, 2, 1. I should be able to come back. Ah! Get blasted. That was actually stupendously good. Okay, zip, zip, zip. Float. Toss the ball. Whoop. Give me my aura back, please. No! Ah. I meant to... Okay, never mind. This is harder than I remember it being. Oh, no! Really? That's rude as hell? I'm actually quite mad. Okay, let's try that again. So, safe return means I'm back pretty much instantaneously. Boink. Get you at least. We do have a very large kind of area of effect. Ooh, just float, please. Thank you. And we get... Alright, we're not done yet, but we still have to get another 2 in there. Remember to use my bomb, my bomb mode a little bit more often, and I should be okay, honestly. Nice, safe return, but we are out for like a second. What? I picked up the ball by accident. That was an accident. Oh, I'm a little mad. And then they threw in the ball for the full 20. I'm mad at myself for being bad. Okay. Why did I pick up the ball from throughout the wall? I'm a little mad about that, honestly. Oh no, not again. I keep trying to get cute with the aura, and it's just not a good move. It's just not a good move. Okay, so we still have 2 dunks before we're out. Yeah, might as well safe return me at this point. Please no. Nope, blow up. Get him. That's the good shit right there. Okay, blast across the map. Blast, blast, dunk it. Nice. Okay, we're almost done with this one. Just one more dunk and we can do this. This is a little bit closer than I would have liked, honestly. Okay. Ooh, boink. At least got one. I'll be back in time to stop this guy. Toss it up a little. Blow up. Boink. Nicely done, me. As far as I'm concerned, that was genius. Okay, Tizo's good. Now, I forget what relic we get for him, but that worked out just fine. And it's a pretty healthy reminder that I need to use the Suicide Explosion Bomb a lot more frequently. Even if I trade 1 for 1, that's pretty worth it. Tizo is excited to have completed Sandra's challenge and awaits her approval. A worthwhile effort, Imp. Your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Your predecessor may well have approved. Thus, congratulations are in order. To you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Alright, well, we're out. That's good. I'm glad. 18 minutes in, we're almost to the top of the, you know, the mountain and all that good stuff. We've got to, you know... I mean, Tizo's got to get something pretty neat out of that, and I hope it's, like, dope as heck. Freak! Tizo's happy to be back and wonders what it is that Sandra granted you. So we got a new artifact. It's Haub's Wing. Flutter and Zip abilities cost less stamina than usual. Oh, please. That sounds awesome. That's going to be really good to use. Okay, discuss the plan. Earlier, Wolfred called the group for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? What I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can't be all of you at once. We are on our way back, one by one, or not at all. But I swore that we'd go free together. We may go free together yet, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You, Hedwyn, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here's how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Elodial, there to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through the Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest, if he did not merely skim that chapter of the book. What are you talking about? Skimming? Skimming the textbook? Oh, it's like this guy knows I went to university. It said that the scribes themselves keep watch over the Scribe's Gate. It's a gate with scribes, I guess. The judgment of the scribes determines who can cross and who is sent the fast way down. That sounds bad. Afterwards, we'll reach the fall of Solium and meet our adversaries in the rites. They are to be the Tempers, led by the demon Ignarius. You'll know him when you see him. So, fall of Solium, one of the downside's celestial landmarks. The temple at the highest point of the downside exists to honor the 8 scribes. Okay. The Tempers are the people that we're up against, and then Ignarius. He is the notorious demon leader of one of the most feared triumvirates in the rites. Okay, cool. Both you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirates prevails, there somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth? Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in and clothed and fully pardoned. Look, the Commonwealth knows all of this? The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever and freedom from the downside is impossible? Many of these details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have had good incentive to protect those secrets well. So then that's it? We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays? For most of those participating in the rites, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation. And indeed, for us, that isn't it. Not at all. If one of us returns, it shall just be a step along the path. However, let's let that sit for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up. Volfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You now have time for your vocations. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent of Mount Elodial. Alright, so what do we want to do this time? Let's take a look at our companions and their experience. Now that we know we can only send one person up at a time, I'd like to make sure that the person who can go up is ready. It might be worth giving it to May, just so that way she has, like, a level 3 to go on. I've got a lot of, like, my first 3 guys here, Hedwyn, Jodariel, and Ruki, are all, like, really well off in terms of their experience. But May is a little low. Gilman is incredibly low. Pamitha's got nothing. And in particular, by the end of the game, I'd like to make sure that Pamitha, Gilman, May, they all need to go. I think Tizo might be the only person who... Like, he's going to take a low priority, honestly, as far as that's concerned. Which is weird, considering that he's so easy to level up, because he's just so useful. Why don't we give it to May? And mentor her, so that way she has enough experience to be proficient. May. She also needs a second talent anyhow. Mentor, please. Me? Oh, of course! Please tell me something I don't know, for there's lots of it. You sit down with May to go over some of the subtler aspects of the rites, such as the state of banishment and how to return from it. You sense she's beginning to understand. So there's our level 3. Very nice. The 8 scribes, they so inspire me, and now I feel like I've grown somehow closer to them, maybe. Oh, that's good. Let's see what we have access to. The brief charge of time before making caster aura is greatly reduced. Sounds strong. Power jumps, and power jumps farther than usual. Also good. While sprinting, May slows nearby adversaries. Also potentially very useful. Honestly, let's go for Snapcast. That way she can use all of her stuff. Sprints, jumps, shots, like all that just ends up being super easy and super fast. The more I think on it, I think that I don't like being banished very much. Yeah, that seems bad. I don't know how you got banished in the first place. You're a sweetheart. A little bit crazy, but, you know, a sweetheart, and I'm fine with that. I like crazy. Adds a lot of character to somebody, and at that point it's easy to make friends. Mount Elodial. Let's go! Oh, that color palette, though. That is pretty. This is a mountain? Are you sure? This place is full of enough catwalks that it might as well be a 1990s LucasArts game. Like, Too many catwalks. I'm a little bit stranged out. Here before you lies Mount Lodial, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather round again before Wolfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense a tension in the air. Now then, you all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. But there's only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking yet. If only one of you is to go free at first, who shall it be? Go on. Now, don't be shy. Who first? Questions. Why us? Why you indeed, madam? That I can explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries in the rights. What is it that they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom, and some cushy new responsibilities. Now only for $9.99. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rights. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those who live on to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I have been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So, I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound. Took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved out to be Hedwin over there. He was tasked with seeking 2 trustworthy allies, an old buried wagon, and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts. Gather enough help, and he and his friends could go free. Long story, but you know the rest. So then, why you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rights, as you have seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself, or keep listening. I'd rather, listen to Wolfred. This seems important. Wolfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he is willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jordariel raises her voice again. I like you, Jordariel. Thank you for asking all these questions. Hold. You mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know why us. Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation rite? On a blooded moon at the fall of Solium, an exile from the prevailing triumvirate shall go free. So that's a specific rite that we are going to do in a couple of minutes. Okay. I see. Well, it is that simple, really, madam. You are chosen. You are qualified, I should say, because as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain. Though in this case, the expression is quite literally true. When the 8 created the rites, each one of them anointed certain exiles to participate on their behalf, exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today, the accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group, against which all others would be judged. That group they called the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites, you see. The others, erstwhile, jockey for position for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing in a common right, then. Participation is all that matters. Not so, madam. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom. While failure can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So, you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still the other triumvirates pressed on, with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. It's been a heavy price to pay in all this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Wolfred takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up to the mountain and present you with some options. Ooh. So let's see, we've got the Emperor's Ascent and then the Emperor's Fall. A pathway to the outskirts. Pamethid expects some long-lost valuables to be stashed here. Maybe believes the 8 scribes will bless whoever goes through here. Okay, you know what? Trick me once, shame on you. Trick me twice, shame on me. Trick me 3 times? I don't think so. We're going for valuables. I would like some dough. I find it unfair that I've been tricked twice now. And if it happens a 3rd time, no more. Never gonna happen again. Like, come on, Pamitha. Don't lead me astray. You join Pamitha on her brief expedition to find anything of value dropped by those who tried to scale the mountain, but did not succeed. Wait, I shall be joining you. What now? I get 2 chaperones? But sure, I'm game. Whatever you wingless are into. Be silent, little bird, and fetch those trinkets and be done. My, so full of bitterness. You really ought to make the most of these last precious moments that we share. And you ought not to mince your words. Oh, please. We all know you're going to be the first one out of here. So why not quit your constant frowning for a change? I, the first one out of here? Of course. It's plain the others pity you. You've been here longer than the rest of us by far. Besides, maybe that Wolfred, though he seems plenty happy here, making his speeches. How dare you? How dare you to presume? Nothing is decided as of yet. Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Though if by some coincidence you do end up selected for the honor, I just want you to know something. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, do hope we shall prevail on your behalf. Because that way, you shall be free. Of me, at least. And I, in turn, shan't have to suffer any longer your hideous attitude towards me and everything. At that, you intervene. Jodariel's eyes burn with fury. But then, she calms herself. I shall see you at the wagon, reader. Pamitha scoffs as Jodariel storms off. I swear, that one... Well, moving on. There's something sparkling down there. Be right back. She swoops out of sight, leaving you alone there on the mountain. Pamitha soon returns with something that lay long forgotten in the rocks below. The Titan Tooth. It's a talisman. After blocking airborne adversaries, the bearer briefly stuns them and knocks them back. I mean... neat? I'm not sure how often I'm going to use it, but it seems neat. What else do we have here? Sir Gilman wishes to look upon the sacred waters here. Hedwyn expressed a passing whim to see the views from here. You know what? Hedwyn, it's been a little while since we've done everything you wanted to do. Let's go. Like, Hedwyn's a very likable guy. I am 100% okay with, doing what he would like to do. Besides, he's done so much for me, including, try to convince people to not send me off. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for some time as he conducts a customary survey of the area. Well, my friend, no sign of howlers, as Jody would say. No sign of anything at all. You sense something is troubling him. Oh, that. It's just... I've been giving lots of thought to everything that Wolfred's told us. In another couple of days, one of us may be gone, just all of a sudden. Or... I mean, I don't mean to put it that way. One of us could go free. We earn our way back one by one, as he said. I want you to know something. The others and I, we talked it over, and when the time comes, we want you to decide. Decide who gets to go, if anyone. This might be all part of Wolfred's plan, but we got here thanks to you. And even though I'm worrying right now about us splitting up, I mean, I guess if Wolfred has his way, all of us, we'll meet up on the other side. And won't that be a day? Worst case, we keep failing the rights and be stuck down here, together, just like this. The two of you walk in silence for a time. When at last you return to the wagon, Hedwyn turns to you again. Thanks for the company, man. I think I'm better now. Okay. Hope likewise for the best. Hedwyn feels more prepared for the next ride. Ooh, very nice. I appreciate it. It's not necessary, but I do appreciate it. A little bit of extra experience goes a long way, and I'm pretty sure we could have done the same thing for Gilman. We're not going to quite deal with Gilman yet, but I think we're going to need to focus on getting his experience up pretty fast soon. You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate, where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more, and falls under an archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together, much how we act as a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tarek. Please, follow me. Removing his hat, ooh, nice hair, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and all others follow. When the last of your companions nears the arch, you notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tarek? It is. Greetings, Celeste. And, how is your rest? Too long, Celeste. It seems your work is piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate? Aye. Then let us make this quick. She gestures towards the rest of you. Now, each of you in turn, state who you are and what you seek whilst crossing the scribe's gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. Your fellow exiles exchange glances, but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Headwind the Deserter. I've come here seeking freedom for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with the one whom I love. The woman bids him forward. The lone minstrel prompts Ruki to speak up next. I am regarded by the name of Ruki Greentail. I just want to be out of here, I guess, with my chums, preferably. Go see my mama back home? I am Captain Jodariel. I do not truly know as yet what I am seeking here. Oh, my name is May? And I am here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. I must be them, because if not, who? Screek. Tiso seeks to live up to the Nightwing's legacy and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Tamitha Thane. I'm only here because my sister's here. Then as Volfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. You. I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You are not clad in the raiments any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you. I travel with them as a pilgrim for now. I see. Then state why you are here, as have the others. My name is Volfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we might all stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then she turns to you, for there is no one left to go. So why are we down here? When they learned you knew the old ways, they came for you and you could not run far. Or I'm just an old farmhand. Your youth is gone, but your thirst for knowledge earned you a trip to the downside nonetheless. Or you're just a war orphan. Years of strife between the Commonwealth and the High Remnants afflicted you since birth. Or, try as you might, you cannot make out the details of what life was like in the Commonwealth. That's pretty accurate. You cannot, for the life of you, recall a time before arriving in the downside. Details of the Commonwealth are scarce within your mind. Perhaps you wanted to forget the place. The one called Celeste continues to examining you, expecting you to add to your response. So, either we want true freedom, you wish to return to the Commonwealth and to live out your days there doing as you please. You wish to do whatever it takes to see your fellow exiles regain their freedom. You want revenge. The Commonwealth, which casted you on the downside, cannot be forgiven. Or all you expect is that the outcome of this whole ordeal is going to be interesting. I would like to help my friends. That would be the primary reason why I'm here now. If it's not for my own freedom, then my friends will have to do at least. The companions you have met here have helped you to survive and to find kinship in the downside. Your priority is to ensure that they achieve their goals. That is all you wish, for now. The woman regards you for a time, then nods once, and waves all of you by. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. And Tarek? Aye, Celeste. Now I'm going to actually mouse over Celeste. Celeste, the gate guardian. She watches over the scribe's gate and seems to be connected to the lone minstrel and the rites. Yeah, maybe just a little bit, but be on your way as well. The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back. He does not look back at her. Ooh, I sense that there's some people who slighted maybe some other people in all of this. Also, holy cow, it's a 40-minute episode. The amount of exposition is insane. But we're here. There's a gigantic rock. There's a big book. It's a large book. From the top of Mount Elodial, you can see the distant downside before you. You think of the many thousand leagues you crossed to reach this point as the sky grows dim. Oh, it's the slug boy.
Psst. Hey guys, just so you're aware and all, I know how come you're here. How come you made it all the way up here. Oh, I know, all right. You're here because I got the lowest prices in the downside, am I right? And some of the new stuff I got in stock, you're gonna have to get a lot of value there, an awful lot.
Okay, well, it sounds like a plan. My dude, what is this? Scribe snuff. Oh, it's a you can relearn the thingamajigs. That's pretty sweet. I'm not sure if we're gonna actually use the Titan Tooth anytime soon, and it's like worth a decent amount of money. What else we got here? Sunken Shadow. Any adversaries are banished for an extra second. More damage to the Pyre. Or casting, you know, range is increased. Lunar Glass just looks really good. I think we're gonna save up for the Lunar Glass if I can. And we'll buy like a little bit of Stardust to keep him happy. Wait, it's 35? Why is it so much? It's 31. Just give me the 5-cost one. Jesus crikey. Holy balls.
See you guys sometime soon, maybe, okay? Because I gotta say, you're my favorite customers I had all week.
Probably the only customers you had all week? That's probably okay. What's going on in here? Hey, Jody, what's up? What's this? River Frost. So cold it can burn the skin, but keeps the wagon cool and the food fresher longer. Nice. What's up with you? Jodariel appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night. Though it is not yet dark, she is already in her raiments. Hedwyn soon joins her, also looking ready. Any sign of Ruki? None as yet. Complained about a chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hinging on that collar, then. I am certain that it is. They share a laugh together. The three of you exchange glances, but nothing is said or needs to be said. Soon, if Wolfred is to be believed, one of your companions may regain his or her freedom.
Hey, what I miss? Am I late? Is it starting? Is it starting yet?
Easy, Ruki. We got a little time. It isn't starting yet. How fare your struggles with your mask, Greentail?
Feeling a lot better, thanks. Just had to smash it repeatedly against the wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed there, for good measure. Though, this is really happening, huh? One of us might be getting out of here, like, soon.
By dawn, in fact. If all goes well. If all goes well. That's one way to look at it, I guess. What are you getting at, Greentail?
Well, it's just, we might be breaking up the band here, people. If one of us gets out, that's been bugging me for a little while now. I thought we were all getting out of here at once.
He shoots a look at you.
Some of us, we might not be getting out of here at all.
Hedwyn slams his fist against the wall.
No, look, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other, each of us, the four of us. We're all getting out of here.
I care about the others too, I do, but we've been here from the start. I want you to know, my promise is to you, and I believe you'll do the same for me. So it's like this. If one of us gets out, great, but it's just the start. We're going to do whatever it takes to get there, on the other side, to make it so the rest of us can get back too.
What, you think you're just gonna build a bridge down here if we ask nice or something?
I don't know what's gonna take, but I just know we have to try. Jodariel turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. She nods to reassure you, and to reassure herself. I appreciate it, because, like, you know, the whole me not being able to go back thing at all kind of freaks me out a tiny bit. Ruki nods his head in turn, and Hedwyn's gaze never once falters. Well, my friends, I think it's just about time. Let's go! One by one, they turn towards the door. The fall of Solium awaits. A vital step in your quest for freedom, yet you feel in your heart that shall only be the first. Your three companions each gain +1 hope for the liberation rite. Steal yourself in turn. Yes, I will absolutely steal myself in turn. We have got a lot of reading to catch up on. Like a lot of reading. We'll do that in a separate episode. Let's commence the rite. Is everyone prepared, Hedwyn? Yes, though several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. You said that one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Tempers and the Rights this night. What happens if we fail? Hedwyn, my boy, don't you see? The path to freedom and the path to enlightenment are one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. Then you have nothing to fear. But let me be much more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Tempers this night, then one of them shall end up going free instead of one of you. It is as simple as that. What then is to be done? The very same as if we achieve victory. We await our next such opportunity, and make the most of it. Tonight, our plan is set in motion. We are united in our cause. We shall look as ever towards the stars for guidance, and seize upon our future chances, just as they arise. So, look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to take great strides along the path.
Oh, this track is so good. It's good.
Darren Corbior, a musical god. I mean, I'm a sucker for organs just in general. I think that they sound awesome, but this is just a sick synthesis of things.
Many years have passed since last the Nightwings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium.
It's been a while, yeah,
You are
sure.
to be commended for your guidance, reader.
Oh, thank you.
But
You're being
only
nice
if
now.
You can prevail in this liberation rite.
Oh, please.
Here you stand to gain much more than some enlightenment. Your adversaries are none other than the Tempers. I trust they need no introduction.
Are you sure? I could probably use an introduction.
One among you shall regain their freedom.
Only one. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. The two of them are obviously together. They're repeating each other's lines and trying to finish off each other's sentences, and it's like a thing, but at the same time, they're definitely not a thing anymore. They even look away from each other in the art. And one's the sun, and the other one's the moon, and like, it's opposite day over here. Then, anointed one of the Tempers, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. A massive demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask. You know who I am already, but look at what we got here. The damn Nightwings decided to show up. Almost figured we were never gonna see the day again. He takes notice of someone in your ranks. Hey, you! He indicates Jodariel. She scoffs back at him. Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages, not in these damn robes. Jodariel's hesitation is almost imperceptible before she moves to remove her mask, just as her adversary asked. Satisfied. You must be new. Jodariel soon puts her mask back on. Not creepy at all. Enough talk. I like you, curly horns. Tell you what, once we put out your lights, you come along with these guys. We're gonna have a spot open. Only shame it ain't gonna be around to show you a good time. Oh, this guy has to lose and lose hard. I should rather cut out my own tongue. Oh, you don't mean that. Our kind, we ought to stick together. Now, come on! Ignarius throws his mask back on as his allies snarl at the rest of you. Alright, so we've got some pretty crazy looking stuff over on the other side. Have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf shall conduct this rite? The lone minstrel gets your attention in his subtle way. Reader, this is it. The first companion whom you shall choose shall be anointed to go free this very night if you prevail. The other two in the triumvirate shall lend their aid. As you may know, only the most enlightened in the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. Now, Nightwings, I would have your decision. So they need to be a high enough level to go, which means that you tend to lose your most powerful characters. We've got three choices. Hedwyn, Jodariel, and thanks to some mentoring, May. And that's going to be our, this is going to be our pickup here. So after the bear banishes an adversary, no, we're not doing that one. Why don't we give her the quickness one? So that way she's just super fast. Yeah, super fast, super strong, all that good stuff. Good, 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 good. I like this. We shall anoint May. Oh, you mean me? Then I get to go home? But the 8 scribes, what if they still want me to stay? Then the gate guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Very well. Then, under the watch of the 8 scribes, here are the stakes of this eve's liberation rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the one called May the Moon Touched shall be liberated. Should the tempers prevail, the exile Ignarius shall go free instead. She then turns to you. Now, who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate, to strive alongside May the Moon-Touched, to see her return in glory?
Who shall lend her support?
Alright, now we can pick anybody. May works particularly well with a little bit of beef on the side. I'm thinking we could easily go for someone like something a little bit more powerful here on Jordariel's side, as in the Fairy Spirit, which is bananas. She'll have that. And I think that we can easily bring Jordariel with us here, without much problem. I would also like to bring Sir Gilman, so having somebody with a larger aura might be a good move here.
Jordariel.
Very well. Let us prevail here and see this through. Alright. And then Gilman. So we have not had the chance to use Sir Gilman yet. This will be our first time. Now, we need a trinket for him to use. +2 presence could be very handy for him. Let's see. You have your Fang, which is not the thing that we necessarily need. The Mooncrest could be incredibly helpful. I am not going to lie to you. The Mooncrest should probably have gone on Jordariel, but that's probably going to have to be okay. What happens if we give you +2 presence? 9 presence? You know what? That might be enough. Why don't we go ahead and give that a shot, since that allows you to do some really nasty stuff with your quickness. I like this plan. What's your thing again? What did we get you? Banishes an adversary, one of his banished allies instantly. So he's got a res on him. That's pretty nice, actually. We can actually make some sick plays with the Mooncrest. If he comes back fast enough, gets a kill, and then spawns the second person, then that'll turn tides very fast. I like this plan.
Sir Gilman.
By this knight's honor, he shall do his very best! Alright.
It is done.
Very well. The 8 scribes accept your choices, reader of the Nightwings. She then indicates to the lone minstrel. Now, are you prepared yourself, Tarek? Aye, Celeste. Then, let us all begin. Nightwings, I've been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me. Alright, well, I'm gonna do my very best.
Commence.
Nope, okay, I got worked. What? Oh, I totally slashed him and he jumped. What a dude. Blasted. Oops. That was bad. Sort of also bad, but let's get Gilman up there. Oh, that's not gonna work, is it? Swap over to Jody, please. Get the kill, get the kill. No, 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 no. Jody! That was just bad. Okay, focus for 2 seconds, huh? Nice shot. Keep blasting. Nice blasts. Okay. Up! Nice catch. However, you're about to die for it, so that's pretty sweet. Oh, crap. Okay, get Jody back in here. Get Gilman. Nice. Good repeal on that one. We still got it in. Gilman, good job, buddy. Holy shit, they got 130 HP on that thing. That is a little insane. Nice. Nice. I just realized how fast May's blast is. That is insane. Okay. All we need to do then is swap over to Gilman. Gilman, please. Alright. Get up there. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Okay, time to jump. Jump! Nice. Good job, Gilman. Okay, so if we can just outspeed them, we seem to be okay. Now, with that said, May tends to have a bit of a harder time with that than being necessarily the fastest out of the bunch, but she can spam her shots so hard, it's actually incredible. We're like locking them down with just aura spam. This is dumb. Okay, grab this. Woo! Get leapt upon. May is actually a baller, and I now feel bad that we're gonna like be sending her off. She's so much fun. Okay, and then jump! I missed. Pass this, please. I passed it all the way over there. Get out of here. I need to be big, scary Jody right now. Nice. Just keep going. Keep going. Get over there. Get Gilman up here. That's bad. That's very bad. Okay, hold on. Avenging aid? Huge! That means Jody's back. We actually got Jody back for free. That's nuts. Okay, yeah, Gilman is gonna be fine like this. You good for nothing Nightwings. Skip it on us for years and years, then show up all of a sudden like you're gonna let somebody out for once. Now we gotta work for it, I guess. Damn it. I used to be the best. At this, at least by now. The pressure's getting to me. Can't believe it's getting to me, Moira. I doubt you'd even recognize me anyway. Come on, Nightwings. Let's see you keep this up. Alrighty.
The demon whom you face was once a man. Long since tainted by the downside. Or rather,
Go, 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 go. Oh, shit, I messed that up. Okay, Jody needs to sit here.
penance is not yet complete.
No, get
Quite the turn.
demolished. Now run. Okay, we both died. That's bad. Oh, what? We both died again? Oh, no, 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 no. Get dropped. What? Are you serious? Okay, May's got it. This is pretty big. It's an important moment for us. No, get up there. No! Oh, that worm! That was really well played by the other team. I'm a little mad, honestly. That didn't hit. I'm a little mad. What?
Crushing blow against your pyre.
What? That was an insane shot. If we lose this, I'm gonna be mad.
Now burns brighter than your own.
Get in there. Nicely done.
Gone.
Swap over to May for a second. Got him. No, that's bad.
Banished from this place.
Come on. Nice stuff. Get it to May so that we can pass it up. Gilman, go, 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 go. Nicely done.
The purified.
Okay, we got one more big thing to do here. You know what? I got an idea.
Believe you can prevail in this.
Okay, get the extra stam. Oh no, I got out of stam. I got out of stam, that's bad. Get out of here. Okay. Nicely done. Alright. Get May up here. Swap over to Jody. Swap it over to May, then go. The juke. The juke is good. Okay, hold on. Now jump. No, I messed up the jump. Okay, Jody, you gotta protect this. No! Oh, we're within lethal. If any two of them get up there, we're in problems. We're in problem town. This is an issue. We need to get Jody in there, I think, to win. She's just so slow. Uh-oh. What? You're serious. Oh god, I am bad. No, get out of here. You're not allowed to land this. Okay, Jody, get on up here. It's gonna take you a couple of jumps. Okay, May, it's your turn again, because you have the ability to really just spam the shit out of their team. Get him. Got him. Hold on, we can get in a free 20 here. Nice. Alright, now we just need to get Gilman in once, and we've got this. And you know what? I'm a specialist with Gilman. Let's go! What? Or not. Now let's go. With one of them banished, they're toast. Oh! That was too close. Oh, wow.
The same cannot be said.
That's a little bit rude. They almost won. Like, they had an incredible game.
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen.
To be fair, the scribes didn't choose shit, but whatever.
The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds.
Not that she did any?
Return to glory in the Commonwealth.
And that's good, too.
Her adversary and all others shall remain.
That's really brutal.
To carry out their rightful sentences.
Still really rude. Good. What a joke. We should have had this. You should have had this. Got all rusty. You've been waiting so damn long. Damn it. Damn it. Nightwings! Be seeing you around, I guess. And next time, you ain't gonna be so lucky. I can go home. I think this means I can go home. She shuts her eyes. By the scribes. By the scribes. But what will happen now to you? To all of you? Can you not come with me? No. No, they say not yet. The scribes, they say not yet, although I think your time will come. Your time will come. And I'll wait for you because I don't have friends back home. At least I didn't used to, so if you want to come join me there, okay? But now the scribes are calling me, and so goodbye. She falls into the shimmer pool, and then she is gone. Goodbye! And please, oh scribes, watch over them, okay? May earned back her freedom. May she return in glory.
Godspeed, moon-touched one.
She didn't deserve to be down here in the first place. Yeah, the 8 scribes are ever merciful.
The cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
Rest experience, some actual experience. Rest, rest. Up to level 3 now. Yep, that was good. So grateful in this night for such a glorious occasion that he has given strong consideration to performing here and now the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. That all means words. Sir Gilman and all his allies are banished. He shall instantly return. That's our 2-hit wombo combo right there. And then Pamela got some rest experience.
The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours.
That's good for them. Next time, maybe more than one at a time might be nice. Oh, well. After your victory over the Tempers and the Liberation Rite, you return to your wagon to decide how to proceed from here. Hard to believe May is gone. Well, look on the bright side. It's one less mouth to feed. We'll see May again if we persevere. Our journey's now begun in earnest. We'll just need to make a few last preparations while we're here. What about the stars? Can we afford the time? About that. Reader, go see for yourself. The sky over Mount Elodial is much darker than you would have expected. Your thoughts are with May as you look towards the heavens. And there's nowhere to be. There's no stars anywhere. Okay. I think you've made our... I think... Yeah, that's made our point. You search and search the sky, but in vain. No stars are shining now. The stars revealed nothing, did they not? You confirm his suspicions. It's as the book foretells. This is the chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here we'll travel to at dawn. And, when the stars decide to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my words. Alright, well with that, we're done here for now. that is the first, hopefully, of a very great many liberation rites that end up successful for us. May is now gone for the rest of the game. Yeah. Kind of feels bad, too, because we were just starting to get the hang of her ridiculous playstyle, but... Anyway, that's going to have to do it for now. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. This has been a very long episode. If you did enjoy yourself, be sure to let me know. Hit the like button down below. And if you want to see some more videos, subscribe for some more videos. But as always, once more time, thank you for watching. I hope you folks did have a good time with this one. And we'll see you guys next time, where we'll figure out what we're doing next.